Well, LSU fan came get in my booty. Roll Tide, fuck you. Roll, baby. Oh, bitch. Are you that stupid?
Yes, I am.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's a fucking shit show.
And welcome into CSF Late Nights. I am Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining me this evening. I normally have two co-hosts. My co-hosts are normally the Gnome. The Gnome is not here. The Gnome is here in spirit, I believe. Where is the Gnome at? Oh, there's the Gnome right here. Yeah, hello, Gnome. Hello, Gnome. There you go. Gnome is in spirit. Average Dave is normally joining us. He says he's going to be a few minutes late. So we're going to take calls and stuff when he gets here. We're going to pick games, all the normal, usual shit we do on the program here. But by the way, I want to play something for you guys. You know, my podcast partner, Mr. Carolina Jackpot, who is one of the funniest motherfuckers you'll ever meet. His team went up to Mizzou this weekend and lost. And he called the Mazodcast, which is one of the biggest podcasts in the country, and basically gave it to these Mizzou fans. I want to play you a couple of his calls because they are some really funny shit. He was supposed to go on the show with them, but they got drunk. It was stupid. But this is Jackpot talking to the Mazodcast. Check this out.
Jackpot, we're in the first half. About 4 minutes left to go in this first half. But first of all, hate that we couldn't hook up the other night. Shit, I mean, one of you fuckers just drank too many of those natural ices. It happens, you know, to the best of us. But anyway, fuck. And I like some of the shit South Carolina's doing offensively. Some of it I don't. I was solidly in the camp of we just need to run the fucking ball. And they seem to have just abandoned that. But to that point, Missouri's run defense looks better the past couple of weeks than I've seen it in the past 7, 8. So maybe there's something to that, but there's still yardage to be had here on this Mizzou defense. You got some players, number 26 on defense, got a little fucking attitude problem, and I hope he gets his ass kicked in the second half, to be honest with you. But Josh Vann, number 6, Gamecocks, what can you say? I jumped off Will Muschamp boom bust, and I'm now solidly on the van. Connor Bazelak, X-Lax, I'm surprised he's still in the game after that hit he took in the first quarter. That kid absolutely got annihilated. So props to him. He really does have a huge Johnson for being able to stay in this ball game. But, you know, other than that, I mean, we've been playing like absolute hobo cum. There's no reason this game should be tied right now. We should be ahead 28-0. Hell, you don't have a good run defense. You don't. So there you go. There's the blueprint for how you win the damn game. You have a blueprint for how to build a fucking bridge. You build the fucking bridge by the damn blueprint. Otherwise, a bus gets stuck on it and the fucking bridge collapses. It's the same thing here. You know, fuck it. You know, fuck your team. I hope you shit down both legs the rest of the damn game. We win this motherfucker. But right now, I'm really worried about it. The M-I-Z-Z-O, me and fucking you.
Wow. That was a stream of consciousness.
Yeah, but we knew Carolina Jackpot would be into this one. You know, he's obviously a big Carolina fan, and he's been following us along, so he knows a little bit about our little tiger. So I expected it.
Hey, it's Carolina Jackpot again. Calm down a little bit. Halftime, 17-14, Mizzou. But, yeah, you know, this is just still just absolutely, utterly ridiculous. I just don't understand why. Yeah, you can't run the fucking football on a team that gives up more rushing yards than anybody in the country. Did you know that your team gives up more rushing yards than anyone in the country?
We're well aware of it. Well aware of it.
At Arkansas State. Huh, big shocker there, huh? But I apologize for what I said earlier about your player, number 26, having an attitude problem. Our number 9, Cam Smith, also has a huge fucking attitude problem. Why the fuck do you sling someone down 7 yards out of bounds 10 seconds after the fucking whistle is blown? That was stupid. That was a stupid-ass, selfish play. Everybody's sitting here telling me, well, you know what, Carolina Jackpot, your defensive players have got to have a little attitude and a little bit of edge. Yes, they do have to have a little bit of attitude and a little bit of edge. You know what else they have to have? A little bit of fucking intelligence. That was stupid. But nice job by your field goal kicker. Cameron Nevis, whatever his name is, big
Close.
fat ass jiggling out there onto the field. I thought it was Sarah Fuller for their second. Got kind of turned on, but anyway, it wasn't her, but it was Harrison Nevis. And nice rush job with the field goal and the 17-14 lead at halftime. This is going to be a dog fight going into the fourth quarter, I do believe. Good luck, guys. Fuck your team. Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
The joys of Carolina jackpot. So Dave's supposed to be coming. I don't know how entertaining I can be this evening, but I can open up the phone lines. We can talk about lots of different things this evening. I don't carry a show by myself. I do it every day. Dave and the Gnome were supposed to be here. They fucking heard the Hulk music and decided to fucking leave. Cunts. There's a number for the show. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Gnome, you're a cunt. I said you're a cunt. You're a cunt, Gnome. Look, don't get mouthy with me. I'll turn your ass into an elf. You can bake me some cookies, you keep it a looking bitch. That's right. You keep that tone. Very good, sir. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. That's the number to dial if you'd like to join the program this evening. As we talk a little bit about we can talk about LSU coaching staff, how they're going to change some things. Michigan State apparently is going to pay Mel Tucker $95 million. That's the lineup, the offer that they have. Think about that. $95 million. Yeah. What a mess. Anyway, you guys are feel free to call the show 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Dave says he'll be here in a moment. He's supposed to be like, you know, he's truly showing that he's average. So there's that. We can talk about the CFP, you know, whatever you wanted to go with, we can do that. By the way, for more of my buddy Jackpot, check out the Rob and Kale show. He is a funny motherfucker. That's the only term that I can use there. Andre wants me to send him a link. I don't know how that's going to work, Andre. I can send you a link. Look, I can do the show myself, but let's see here. Let me see if I can actually send him the same link that we have here. There we go. All right, so there we go. So I sent Andre the link. Mishi says she's off for the show. That's fuck, I'll just send everybody the fucking link. Who wants to come on and talk with me this evening? Here, let's just paste it. Can I do that? I don't know if I can. Here, I'm just gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to everybody in the DFAC room. Why do we call it the DFAC room, by the way? I remember when that room started and we had like that lady that was like showing her titties for money. And she was like, see, the problem with you men, you remember her? I don't remember her name, but she was like, the problem with you men is you just want to look and then you get mad because you want a piece of pussy and we can't give you any pussy. We just want you to look. Bitch, you're showing your titties on Facebook for fucking dollars. Stop with the nonsense. Come on, man. She was like one step above meth head level. Is she still in the group? I'm sorry. But yeah. Everybody remember that when we started the fuck stick chat? I left it for a while because I was like, man, this bitch is crazy. She may be telling people I'm sending her money for fucking to see her titties. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. I think it was a stripper from New Orleans, and I'm not mocking. If you're a stripper, that's great. You know, whatever. By the way, there were people mocking me the other day about during my Rob and Kale show. They get upset because I wear a tank top during the show. Like, what is your problem with all that? I finally went off on them the other day, and I was like, look, let me explain something to you. Just because I go to the gym every day and I have shoulders that actually have muscle on them, blah, and your wife may see them when you're watching the show and she may want to try to throw me some of that stank pussy, doesn't mean that I'm going to go out there and get it. Stop being silly. Okay? Guys upset about me wearing I'm in my own fucking house here. Let's see who's there's our other co-host.
Hey,
Hello, Average Dave.
how's it going, Rob? How are you?
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, man, fuck.
Get over here!
Where are you? Worried about you. Anyway, you missed me playing some of KO losing his mind with the Mazodcast. Really, really good stuff there. Then we were talking about some stripper that was in the chat room that
Nice strippers.
was showing everybody her nipples and everything for like
Oh,
a
really?
dollar. That was a while back. Let's see here. Andre says he was going to join us. I don't know if he's going to join us or not. We'll see. I sent it to everybody because it's nothing against you, Dave, but I like this show to be a little bit different than the other shows I do because I feel like the other shows, like I just want this to be like a conversation about sports between friends. That's
Yeah.
what I want it to be. Otherwise, it's going to bore the fuck out of me. So there's that. Misha wants to know what her name is. Feed that bitch a pork chop. She was too skinny. That's what her fucking name is. Sorry. I am judgmental. If you're gonna like expect me to pay to see some boobs or some shit, I'm gonna judge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is.
I wish I had 2 extra hands so I could give those titties 4 thumbs down. The milk has gone bad.
That's some funny. Fuck me, that's funny. All right, 803-470-2905. Normally, we have people that call the program. By the way, tonight on the Rob and Kale show, we had I think we took like 12 callers on that show in a span of like 18 minutes or something.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was
Call the show, fuckers.
Caller. Huh?
Call the show, fuckers.
Well, you know, we're almost to 10,000 followers on our YouTube channel over there. Not the CSF Late Nights channel, but the YouTube channel. All right, let's see here. It looks like Andre's going to join us. Andre, what's up?
What in the world?
What in the world? Yeah, you're a black screen. You're the black hole of the program, Andre.
Right.
What?
Andre left. I don't want to be the black hole, motherfucker. That's some funny shit. Anyway. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, Dave, did you hear about Michigan State? They're giving Mel Tucker $95 million. That's the plan.
I heard. So just reading around today, that was a story out of East Lansing that Mel Tucker was going to get this massive contract and that Lincoln Riley was going to get an 8-year, $96 million offer from LSU. And I don't buy that. I just.
Here's the thing with all that. And I don't think anybody really knows what LSU is going to do. I mean, there's so many fucking things out there. Edwin's normally here. I can hear Edwin cussing out. None of you motherfuckers know anything.
Right.
What
There we go.
in the hell?
Andre, welcome to the program. Look at Andre.
Turn on a light.
Turn on a light, you bastard. The fuck are you doing, Andre?
For some reason, it sounds like shit. I can't hear anything.
No,
Yeah.
we hear you.
You're bringing
Sounds like
you're bringing the same amount of energy to the show that the LSU football team brings to the field this year. Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, Andre, say what again, or say you can't hear again if you suck penis and you want to fuck the gnome. Go ahead. And he left.
Dropped off again.
Dropped off. Anyway, yeah. So there's that. It's funny though, but there's going to be a little bit of these SEC folks that are going to be like, well, wait a minute. He wanted to stay in the Big Ten. He didn't want to come down here. Yes, get the fuck over yourself. Okay. There's some LSU fans in my Twitter feed that were like saying, they were saying things like, you know, why wouldn't he want to come here? Is he stupid? No, maybe he doesn't want to go down there and deal with you motherfuckers. Just saying, maybe he doesn't. Maybe going to LSU is not what he wants. I'm not saying it's bad. But
LSU is a good coaching gig if you're a good coach. The problem is who you have to deal with every year. It's not an easy schedule.
I think there are 5 coaches that could possibly live up to the level of what LSU wants that are out there right now?
I don't. So for me, I'm not greedy. Like, beat Alabama once every few years, win a national championship once a decade, and I'm cool. Like, I could live with that. You know, a lot of people get caught up in this idea that you have to compare your coach to Nick Saban, who's going to retire as the greatest coach in college football history. And I get it. He's the measuring stick. He is the upper echelon of the measuring stick, but it's an unfair measuring stick. Nobody else that is coaching right now is going to retire as the greatest college coach of all time. That's going to be Nick Saban. There is a lot to be done by anybody else not named Nick Saban to get to even be close to that conversation. We're a long ways away from that. Anybody else that's coaching.
Andre keeps coming and going. He's like a case of the clap.
So if we hire Lincoln Riley, great. If we hire Mel Tucker, great. If we hire Dabo Swinney, great. Who cares? They're not going to be Nick Saban.
Right.
So
I don't know.
If your expectation is that the next coach at LSU has to beat Alabama 2 out of every 3 years, well, put the crack pipe down. We don't get the recruits that he gets, nor do we have the coaching staff that he has, or the discipline in his program at this moment that his program has. That wasn't built in a season. That was built over several seasons to become the machine that it became. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. I got nothing on that. I mean, I wish that I could say something that would have some validity to it, but I really don't have anything.
Well, it's like you were saying, because you did have a valid point. Oh, why wouldn't he want to come to the SEC? Because you know what? It's tough to coach in the SEC. There are,
there's also the adage. Yeah. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
I have no clue what the heck was going on there.
We don't either.
It sounds like an ID 10T problem. Write that down. That'll tell you exactly what the problem was.
I was sitting there and all I heard,
Dave, no. Oh, he come up on himself. ID. You know what ID 10T means, right?
I have no idea.
Write ID 10T down somewhere and you'll see exactly what it means. It's pretty damn funny.
Oh, okay.
Welcome into the program. Good evening.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. You were talking, and then all of a sudden, it was like
it hung up.
No, I mean you were talking, and then all of a sudden, what the hell? What the hell's going on here?
What?
I don't know. You just fucking went away. I don't know what happened to you.
I don't know. It's like the call dropped or something. No, I was trying to get on the studio thing, and I heard you going. I'm like, what the?
I don't know, man. It may be. I don't know. You called, and then all of a sudden,
anyway,
fuck you, bye, boom.
We were gone. I was like, fuck, all right, cool.
I have no idea. So, Dave.
Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
I am well as always.
Outstanding.
Fuck you, pay me.
Please
Kirby Smart's an idiot.
To me why in do what?
Kirby Smart's an idiot.
Yeah, he is. Please explain to me why in the world some of these LSU fans are like, oh yeah, we want Lincoln Riley. Please, for the love of God, tell me why some of these people are that stupid. Like, fuck stick stupid. I mean, Lincoln Riley is great in the regular season and gets stomped in the playoffs. Why? Why would they want that?
Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
I can tell you why. Because he's been there. And maybe his team hasn't won it, but he's been there. And LSU's only been there once.
I would rather not be there than to get there every year and get smoked.
Would you know?
I think I pissed off like back when I'm not an admin in the group anymore because I don't want any responsibility. But I think someone said we were talking about something and they were like someone said something about the college football playoff and we should only have conversations about serious teams. And I said, well, you know what? That's great. And I told our old executive producer, Scott, I was like, I tell you what, the only people who should comment in this group are teams that have been more than once. That dumb fuck went and took that back there. And then he's like, oh, fuck. The LSU fan, yeah, shut your holes. You
Right.
don't show up. Yeah, fucking I think getting to the college football playoff is a big deal. I think LSU has the money and the capability to do it, but
And the recruits.
getting there
The
every
talent's
year
there.
is not easy. It's really not.
It's not. People make it sound like it's this incredibly easy thing to do to dominate college football because Nick Saban and Dabo Swinney and Lincoln Riley have made the majority of the CFPs. But it's not. Evidenced by what? 116, 117 other programs that haven't made it more than once.
Yeah, Clemson
Or at all.
had, what,
Happen to Lincoln
six-
Riley, if he makes the
six
CFP
straight?
every year at LSU and doesn't do anything, he'll get fired.
No,
So
if he's
Clemson's
making the CFP every year, he's not going to get fired.
Oh, please, man.
If
yeah,
LSU is in the CFP every year, even if they don't win it, you think they'll fire him for finishing in second or third place in the country? No. That's ridiculous.
Anything? Come on, man. First of all, we're not going to make the CFP every year with Lincoln Riley.
That wasn't what you said. You said if he makes it every year and doesn't win it, they'll fire him. And I said false.
No. Hell no.
Absolutely.
Put that goddamn baby inside there. Stupid fucking baby.
You have to understand, Oklahoma fans understand damn well they're not going to do anything in the playoffs. LSU fans expect you to do something in the playoffs. There's no way.
Expectation isn't necessarily what reality is. Just because you make it there doesn't mean that you're the best team in the country. You still have 3 other programs that made the playoff that are as good or better than you are. Making it into the Final Four at this moment.
In the playoffs?
I mean, hey, I'm not greedy. If we made it every year, I'd be like, at least we're there. Could be worse. We could be Vandy.
I make it every year than to sit there getting the playoffs, get smoked every year.
So you would rather be Vanderbilt than be Oklahoma?
No. I didn't say Vanderbilt. No.
Okay, well.
How about a finer example is Mizzou? You'd rather be Mizzou that, you win 7 or 8 games?
It's just going to sound weird. I think I'd rather be LSU under Les Miles era.
Jesus fucking Christ. Really?
I didn't hate Les Miles.
Seasons. I don't want to be an LSU team that gets a playoff and be a perennial disappointment every single year.
But that's what Les Miles became.
Son of a bitch, dumb bastard! Jesus Christ, I've met some dumb bastards in my time, but you outdo them all. Get over there!
Are you really coming to the program with getting to the CFP is not good enough, Andre? Are you high?
We get beat
Are you
no,
high?
No. It's not just Oklahoma gets beat. Oklahoma gets smoked.
Andre, are you high?
That's what I don't want.
Andre, are you high?
What?
After the last 2 seasons, you would balk at making the CFP.
Well, look, if LSU fans want to be, let's make the playoffs and lose, fine. Go hire Lincoln Riley. That's fine. It's a stupid ass idea. We've seen his body of work. But honestly, who in the hell really thinks that Lincoln Riley's going to leave Oklahoma and go to LSU? If he leaves Oklahoma, he's going to the NFL.
Money talks, buddy.
You're right about that.
But why in the world would you want to go to the SEC where it's harder to win? If you want to go to the SEC, you stay at Oklahoma.
We can walk this back to.
That's my message to you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
We can walk this back to the last 3 coaches at LSU have each won a national championship.
True.
And if Lincoln Riley shows up in Baton Rouge with the talent level that Baton Rouge has available to him, what's to say he couldn't be the fourth coach in a row to win a national championship?
Let me make sure that I understand. So in your
defensive coordinator.
Yeah, but so that I understand what you're trying to say here, Andre, you're saying that getting to the CFP is not good enough. You want to win the CFP and all of the time. That's what you want as an LSU fan.
But my God,
Hold on, sir. We've let you, oh my God, Andre, I'm gonna have to hit you with the Hawk music. Listen, that's the vibe I get. Winning games in the CFP playoff every year or being fucking Mizzou. That's you would rather have one than the other.
That's not what I'm saying. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is this. How many times has Oklahoma made the CFP playoff?
All but one, right?
No, they've missed it twice. Yeah, something like that.
Twice.
Okay. How many times have they won it or actually been competitive?
They made it.
Oklahoma's won games. I mean, they won one game, didn't they? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
once.
Well, but okay. So under your logic, then let's make sure that we're all on the same page here. You would rather be like what Georgia is, go in and have one playoff appearance and then be a fucko.
What I would rather do is, if you're going to hire Lincoln Riley, you better go spend $3 million for a damn badass defensive coordinator. Period. Because if you don't,
Ben, you are all over the place, man. Andre, you're all over the place. It's hire Lincoln Riley, fire Lincoln Riley, get a defensive coordinator. None of that. Fuck, man. A good defensive coordinator
done in the playoffs that really makes you believe that he can do something at LSU. He's been in the Big 12.
Here's a thought. Hold on. He's developed. He's actually gotten top quarterback transfers to come in. He's coached two Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks. They go to the playoffs every year. He's young. Kids want to play for him. I don't know why you wouldn't want Lincoln Riley.
Why?
Are you just stuck on Nick? We need Nick Saban. Is that what you'd rather
stuck on Billy Napier?
Oh, no.
Well, Billy Napier is probably an interesting candidate, a better fit in whose eyes?
To a lot of Billy Napier done? They're in the SEC.
What has Billy Napier done that makes you?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just wondering why you think Billy Napier is a better candidate than Lincoln Riley. I think if Lincoln Riley takes your phone call, then and he's actually listening to a point where he's like, you know what, maybe I might go down there. Maybe he'll have a cup of coffee. I think if it comes down to getting Lincoln Riley or Billy Napier, you get Lincoln Riley in a nanosecond.
Yep, and you're gonna have a yearly disappointment. The reason I was trying to
you have no clue with that, sir. Sir, respectfully, you have no clue with that, and I'll tell you why you have no clue with that. At Oklahoma, he's got offensive firepower. If he goes to LSU, he's going to get defense too because he'll have the capability to do more recruiting. LSU spends more money on recruiting. We also know that LSU is okay with cheating. Of course, look at Will Wade, the whole thing with the bag man and $120,000 for point guards. So cheating is okay down there. He'll be able to go down there and cheat and have a better money bag and everything else. I mean, he'll be able to win at LSU. He will be. So,
can I answer the question you asked me though about Billy Napier?
Yeah, well, I mean, you just like Billy Napier. I don't know if he looks like a drunken Homer Simpson.
Why? Hold on. You asked the question, let me answer it. There's a reason why. Okay, there's coaches in the SEC when they were asked what candidates scare them that if they get to LSU that they could actually wreak havoc and be very good at LSU. Two names came up. And Lincoln Riley wasn't one of them. Jimbo Fisher wasn't one of them. James Franklin wasn't one of them. Fickle wasn't one of them. The two names they said were Mel Tucker and Billy Napier.
Okay, well, who respectfully, you know what? A lot of times when it comes to things like that, no, well, of course they're not going to tell you who that is. They could be talking to the fucking special teams coordinator from Texas who's got fucking pole assassin out there with the monkey. That could be one of the future LSU, I don't know, one of the future coaches or whatever. They did the same shit to Mac Brown today, where agents were talking about, oh, Mac Brown's going to retire. I don't buy into any of that shit. I think Lincoln Riley is a good coach, and Billy Napier's a good coach too. But here's the problem with all that. Has Billy Napier won on a Power 5 level?
He hasn't had a Power 5 job.
Oh, exactly. Lincoln Riley has.
Okay, has Lincoln Riley won a championship as many times been in the playoffs? No.
Has Billy Napier? Billy Napier couldn't win the fucking Sun Belt last year.
Or this year.
Win it this year.
I don't know if they're going to win it this year or not, but he couldn't win it last year.
In Lafayette, they're going to win it. Watch.
And
honestly, last year they could have won it if game wouldn't have been canceled.
That's not.
You got to remember, you act like Coastal blew out UL. They didn't. They won by last second field goal.
They beat them though, didn't they? Winning coaches don't have those problems. Not against teams from the Fun Belt.
Well, if that's the case,
so
let's go get Jamie Chadwell.
Well, we're not talking Jamie
Coach of the year.
He was the coach of the year, right?
Yeah,
Fuckstick?
Coach of the year.
Wasn't he the coach of the year, Fuckstick?
Yes, he was.
All right, there you go. Lincoln Riley's record. Lincoln Riley's record is 54-9 as a coach, and that's not good enough for you. Think about how into the world that he's 54-9.
You can't win the big game. What's the use to pay him all
He's
that money?
54-9. He has more conference championships. Winning conference championships means nothing.
Not the Big 12, apparently. The Big 12 is a shit show. You know this. We all know this.
Are you hauling asbestos tonight? I think it's gotten to you.
No.
What are you hauling?
No, my thing
Commodes?
is, I look at Lincoln Riley. You know he reminds me of? Peyton Manning until he won the Super Bowl. He would always be out there. You know, and I'm about to make you mad. He reminds me of the Braves. Win a division and not do anything. I don't want a coach to sit there and just say, you know what? We're just happy getting there every year. That's wonderful. But what if you don't do anything with that opportunity? You know damn well they're going to run them out of town.
But so getting there every year is not good enough. If you make the college football playoff every year, that's not good enough.
Are you not listening to what I'm saying? I can't believe we brought him on. I'm
just asking the question.
No. The only reason you're saying is because you just want Bama to win every year. You don't give a shit.
Of course I want Bama to win every year.
You don't give a shit. But the problem is, if you make the playoffs every single year,
I don't know shit about fuck.
How long will it take for LSU fans to say, what the hell are we paying this guy for? If we just happy to be there and make an appearance and not do shit.
As an LSU fan, I'd make the argument, at least we're one of the teams that's there. At least we're in the conversation. At least we're nationally relevant.
All right, average Dave,
So
let me ask you a
happy
question as an
to be in
LSU
the
fan.
top four and that's it. You're cool if we never win a championship if we're just there.
But
I think Lincoln Riley can win a championship at LSU.
I don't.
But you've also been stuck on Billy Napier for weeks.
No. I would have taken Mel Tucker over Lincoln Riley.
Mel Tucker's not going to happen now.
Well, I understand that.
And knowing your AD, he's not going to. On his list of candidates, Billy Napier is probably last.
No, he's not actually.
Have you seen the list?
Last I saw was Jimbo Fisher. That's the last I saw.
Jimbo Fisher's not. He's already said no. Mel Tucker's not going to happen. And then you had these idiots out there thinking that oh come on, man, Mike Tomlin. That was never realistic.
No, you're not getting Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin has one of the best head coaching jobs in football right now.
Of course. He might need a quarterback soon, but
I mean,
I've also heard Kiffin.
If you want job security, you get hired to coach the Steelers.
Yeah, but he would never leave. Of course, he kind of put his foot in his mouth when he said there's no booster can write a check big enough. He doesn't understand the booster's got big enough pockets. But me,
I don't know what he gets paid to coach the Steelers.
Every year, and then just get me disappointed every year.
I mean, you would know exactly what it feels like to be a Georgia fan.
Yeah, don't want that. Sorry. Don't want that. Be all excited. Yay, we're going to. Oh, yeah, that's right. But it doesn't matter because I don't believe that Lincoln Riley will be able to consistently beat Alabama every single year anyways. He hasn't shown that.
But nobody has consistently beat him every year.
Clemson's done a better job than most.
That's one guy, but he's still what's Dabo's record versus Clemson? Is it 2-2 or 2-3?
What is it, Rob?
Bama and Clemson are tied in the CFP at 2.
Yeah. But the
I don't
problem
know.
with that is, but Dabo, he can play Alabama in the CFP National Championship. LSU's got to play Bama every damn year. In order to sit there and make the playoffs, you're going to have to
but
beat
in
Bama
reality, that may change with these two fucksticks coming into the conference now. That may
and
change,
Oklahoma.
and that may come back to the point. Holy fuck! It may come back to the point where you're not playing them every year, so they may move LSU around. I don't know.
Find a way to keep them rivals. I think they'll do like cross conference rivals. Like
if that's the case, okay. Well, under that logic, though, Alabama's cross conference rival is always Tennessee. Been Tennessee forever.
You can have two.
Are they going to piss on that and see? That's the problem I have when it comes to a lot of that stuff is that everybody thinks that playing in the SEC means you have the absolute toughest schedule in the world. And some years you don't. If you play in the SEC East, you don't play a tough schedule. You don't. Kentucky this year is a 7-3 football team. Kentucky's best win is over a Florida team that gave up 56 points to fucking Samford. Okay? And an LSU team that fired their coach. They had trouble with the snake from UT Chattanooga. I'm just saying the whole thing of LSU having to play Alabama every year, that may change. And if that does, you could go through a schedule and not have to play them. That could happen.
I think they will make it a 2 cross-conference rival games. I really do. I don't think they'll sit there and just throw that Alabama LSU rivalry away.
So we're gonna piss in the face of Tennessee and tell them, you know what, fuck off, and all the tradition that you have with everybody smoking cigars and all that.
You didn't hear me. I said have 2.
You can't have 2 with the way the schedules work out. That won't work for everybody.
Yeah, they can if they sit there and take away these freaking some of these cupcake games. They can.
They're not going to change. Okay.
But of course, Alabama's not going to want to do that because it's an easy win.
Huh? We'll see. Money revenue, TV revenue is a big deal, and the Alabama LSU football game brings in a ton of viewers every year.
Hell yes.
Look,
it was the biggest. Wasn't it one of the biggest games all year this year?
Yes.
Let me explain to you something really, really quickly here. When they put together the schedule last year, the COVID schedule and all that, we knew, and I actually tweeted about it, the 2 teams that are going to get fucked when it comes to the SEC putting their schedule together is going to be in the East. The extra East opponent is going to be Vanderbilt and Mizzou. And sure as shit, Alabama, do they get Georgia? No. The SEC League office wouldn't have that. Those motherfuckers. They won't.
We played Georgia last year.
Yeah, but they were on the schedule anyway. But the point is they didn't make Georgia the conference. That was one of the they could have done better and had them play Florida and then have a better matchup like that. But these guys down there, I'll tell you, the SEC lower back tattoos, let's just give them Mizzou. They got a first-year coach.
Yeah.
That's the way shit works. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. When you go down there to Birmingham and you go to SEC Media Days, it is a dick-sucking, how much Alabama dick can we possibly take? And you know what? If I were a fan of an SEC team, like if I were an LSU, pick a team, I would literally be questioning everything they did. There is a level of corruptness in that SEC office that is absurdly high. We could talk about the officiating, which is considered the worst in the country, but they suck Alabama dick by the gallon down there. And anything they can do to make Alabama football better, they're going to do at all costs.
We can
That's
question all
just
we
what they
want, but it
do.
won't do no damn bit of good. We've known this for years.
Well, I don't
We've
give a
known
shit.
this.
If
They
you have
protect
13,
Alabama.
if you have 13 schools that are all together and like, look, we're tired of your Alabama shit. We know what the fuck you're doing down there, where you're scheduling everything where Alabama gets the buys and easiness and all that. Yeah, that is real, and I believe that. That's some X-Files shit. But I truly believe the SEC office is basically Alabama's dick suckers. I believe that.
Well, it's
Without
located
a
in
shadow of a
Birmingham.
doubt.
I mean,
Paul Founbaum don't care about any SEC team but Alabama.
Yeah,
You know, when
you wanna have
LSU
some
made
fun.
it against
Look
Clemson,
back. I think
well, he
we've
was
talked
shitting
about
all
this
over
too.
LSU.
Yeah, well, when he was he lost his shit when him and Tim Tebow, which Tim Tebow. I mean, I hate to break it to all the soccer moms that want to blow him. Tim Tebow is a gay individual. I have a problem with gay individuals, but Tim Tebow's gay. That's just the way that it is. He is a gay individual that likes to run his mouth about, oh, this SEC team is great and that SEC team is great, and that's all well and good. But him and Feinbaum, when Clemson stomped that ass, like waffle stomped them, like they took a shit in the shower and then they stomped it into the fucking waffle grate that sent it out to the thing. Yeah, that's what happened to Alabama. Those two look like they had to push a kid out of their asshole. That's how bad that they looked. So it's the propaganda that's behind them. It's just sad. And that's kind of why I feel bad for you LSU fans, because when you do have your great year like you had in 2019, it's still not good enough in the eyes of those cocksuckers down in Birmingham.
Oh,
But
no, they
I
were
do
immediately
believe,
comparing the 2020
well,
year to Alabama being better.
when Nick Saban retires, there's going to be recruiting violations and all of that are going to come about, and Nick Saban will brush them off like Steve Spurrier did with the Whitney in South Carolina, and it'll be, he'll be like, I didn't know everybody got Dodge Chargers down there. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, he's going to
That's the way it'll go. And he'll go into retirement. And Alabama will be put on probation, and hopefully, maybe they'll get the death penalty. We can get rid of this fucking awfulness that is that program, because the only thing they do is hurt college football. There's nothing good that comes out of Alabama. I mean, the interstate hates going through Alabama. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's just real.
Damn.
It's just irritating that even with Alabama looking as bad as they do this year against like Florida and LSU, they still try to prop them up like they're legit. I'm like, are you kidding me?
They've got
the
people
same
on the
game that we're
CFP playoff committee too. They got people there too. They've got people on the committee too. Look,
it's
Alabama, I'm saying that they have people on the committee that are going to prop them up too. That's why they're already pushing the narrative out there. Oh, this Alabama team could be the first 2-loss team ever. You know why? Because they know that the Georgia matchup for Alabama with that quarterback that Alabama has, who is a fucking walking vagina.
I agree.
Adams for Georgia may rape him at midfield. That shit may happen.
Bryce Young versus Georgia's defense.
Hold on. I gotta address Mishi. Mishi says, my kids came out of Alabama. Honey, you were smart enough to leave there. You left. You wanted your kids to get a good education, and you got them out of there. So you're a great mom, Mishi. You got them out of that shithole.
Insurance.
Yeah, Mishi wanted her kids growing up with teeth. She got them out of there. But they think that honestly, they know that Georgia is going to pimp slap Alabama, but they still want to have them in there.
Of course, I'm not arguing that.
And you know what? They're going to lobby. Here's what the Alabama office wants. They want Oregon and Ohio State to lose a game. They want Michigan and Michigan State to drop another game, and they want Cincinnati to get in.
Oh my God!
They want Georgia to get in, and then they want Notre Dame to jump everybody, which Notre Dame will if all those teams lose. And then they'll have their little college football playoff with Georgia against Cincinnati, a team that they beat last year with their third stringers, and Alabama will get Notre Dame, and they'll beat the shit out of Notre Dame, and then they'll play in the final, and then Alabama will probably lose. They'll definitely lose to Georgia. But Kirby Smart will be told, you keep it close, motherfucker. Remember where you came from. You keep it close. That's the shit that'll come out. It's already written in stone. That's what Alabama wants. They don't want to play the best teams in the country. You want to know who scares the shit out of Alabama? Michigan State, Ohio State. Yeah, those teams scare them.
I think those teams could get Bama. Absolutely.
Yeah, they all
they're
will.
being propped up.
We beat Ohio State last
how
year.
great of a team Florida was when they played
This
Alabama.
is not last year,
and all of a sudden,
fuckstick.
they look
Oh,
like
you're talking about this? Okay, well, this year, yeah.
It's not last year. Mishi says, I just sit here because I think Alabama can. Look, you can think Alabama can beat Georgia. That's fine.
No, they can't. No, they can't. No, they can't.
She says,
No,
y'all,
they
I'm
can't.
not going to call you a crazy Alabama fan. You honestly think that? That's good for you, sweetheart.
No, they
Whatever
can't.
you want to think about
No,
that.
they can't. No, they cannot.
Rob, do me a favor.
Missy, get real.
Where is
No, they
LSU
can't.
ranked defensively?
No, they
Do I
cannot.
have to look that up? It's fucking not good.
Oh yeah, I want to make a point. Where do they rank defensively?
I think they're 10th in the conference.
No, I mean like nationally. Period.
What, Bama's defense?
No,
Hold on.
LSU.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Where's you know who's not here tonight is motherfucking that Texas guy. He's supposed to
Brandon.
Where the hell is Tex cunt at? He's supposed to be here so we can mock him about losing to Kansas. Did he give up on football season?
Oh yeah, he gave up.
Fuck him. Where the fuck are you at? You
Points
show
per
up-
game, 62nd. Yards per game, 77th.
Well, I tried to send
What are
Sark
they
down
total?
there to help him, but it just didn't work.
Oh Jesus, fuck stick.
What is LSU total?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. What would say their total defense was?
So points per game, they are ranked 69th.
Like overall total.
They don't have a total.
Hold on, I got the numbers here. Hold on.
I'm trying to make a point for Mishi so she can understand, put to her clearly.
What's the point?
Nice
Bama cannot beat Georgia. That's the point. That's just
So
not
here's the
gonna
point.
happen.
The point I was going to make was LSU's defense is terrible.
Yes, they
Now,
suck.
granted, it's gotten better the last couple of games, but overall, they're not that great. If an LSU
LSU
second,
should
third
have beat
string
us.
team defense can do that to Alabama, what can Georgia do to them? And that's what people don't understand.
See, what
You know?
pissed me off is why we kept after that game.
LSU is 69th in total defense, according to the
What's
NCAA.com.
Alabama? Look up Alabama's defense, Rob, if you don't mind. What are they
God
ranked?
damn. Fucking actually the number one defense in the country
Georgia?
for total defense is Wisconsin. Georgia's number 2, Alabama's number 5.
I'm shocked. But our defense
Air
won
Force is
LSU
number
game
4.
for us.
This is kind of a fucked up stat because Air Force is number 4. The reason Air Force is number 4 is because they run the option and keep the ball from you, and you don't have the opportunity to be on the field. So that's kind of a stacked stat in my opinion. But there you go with that. Dave's working that penis hard, ladies and gentlemen.
There's
What I do.
Bama
Air
will beat
Force, yeah,
Georgia.
Air Force. Look,
Hey,
I think that I don't
the Air
think. Well,
Force alone.
here's the thing. The Georgia Bulldogs lead the SEC in raping. I don't know if you guys caught that, but they've got the young man Anderson who got out of jail today, and then there's another rape accusation. So they lead the country in raping. They keep losing players by, they're losing tons and tons of players. Kirby Smart thinks that Stetson Bennett is better than JT Daniels, who's listed as like the 5th best quarterback prospect for the NFL next season, but he can't get off the bench behind the 4'8" midget. So there are lots of things that you could look at Georgia and be like, man, they are a shithole. They really are. Their last 2 games of the season, they play Charleston Southern and Georgia Tech. They should rail right through those games.
Yes.
And then they will they'll get whoever in the SEC championship game. But there are things at Georgia that could go wrong. Now, obviously, Nick Saban's dog shit is a better coach than fucking Kirby Smart. The people that are in love with Kirby Smart, I just don't get.
But I
Just
don't
don't
think
get-
Bama can beat Georgia. I mean, honest to God, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
But look, when Nick Saban is on the field against Kirby Smart, Alabama is already up 14-0. That's how bad Kirby Smart is. You can't tell me that Stetson Bennett, who hasn't thrown for over 250 yards but one time this season, is the best quarterback on your roster. Okay, you don't like JT Daniels. JT Daniels called your mama cunt. Okay, whatever. You don't want to play him. You could put the guy in. You have 2 5-star guys that are sitting on the bench. Go with one of them. It's
believes in Stetson,
ridiculous.
though.
Oh, there's Brandon.
It's ridiculous.
You know who Kirby Smart reminds me of?
He
Les
looks like
Miles.
Mo from he looks like Mo from the Three Stooges.
Right, but he reminds me of Les Miles. Les Miles was not a great coach. The talent on the field is what made that team good. He wasn't good at all. I mean, eating grass and freaking
Mishi, it's
problems.
true. What I'm saying about Georgia is true. They lead the country in rape. That's
true.
What it is. And then the guy gets out of jail and there's another rape accusation. And here's the crazy part about that. This alleged rape happened the night before they go down to Jacksonville to play Florida. So apparently he had to get his raping in before he could go and play in the cocktail party. So allegedly, make sure we put that out there.
Allegedly.
The point is that no, he has put out a statement that he was at the party. So you're out partying the night before, arguably the biggest game in the SEC East this season. You're out partying the night before.
Aren't they supposed to have a curfew?
Well, that's the thing. Kirby Smart is a eunuch. All right, and people are like, oh, and then they put out it was leaked. No, Kirby Smart had that shit recorded where he was talking to them at the half. You watch them motherfuckers and blah blah blah. That's all there was. He is the biggest fraud in college football. He is a fraud. And you know what? I can't wait until Georgia falls. I mean, I want Alabama to lose every game they play, but it would make me happier than a pig in shit if they got into the playoffs and they had to play, say, a Cincinnati, or they had to play insert team here, and they lose that game. I tell you what, I couldn't do this show. My dick would be so hard it'd be picking my teeth. Seriously, I'd be that happy.
Fired, dude, for trolling Georgia fans.
Fuck Georgia fans. I've already they call my show on Fox Sports all the time because I told them I don't want Kirby Smart as my head coach. He's not my top 25, and they lose their shit. I don't like him. Looks like a fucking dust mop.
Creates cash.
Fuck him. No, I'm absolutely true. If you tell me you could have any coach that you want, he would not be in my top 25. I wouldn't have him. Would not have him for nothing. I'd rather have Orgeron. Seriously. I'd rather have Orgeron, my fucking dog, my water bottle. I cannot stand Kirby Smart. He lies to the media. And you know what? Fuck him. I hope he loses every game. And he hired fucking Muschamp too. Jesus Christ with all that shit.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
Will Muschamp, a 2-time failure, to quote analyze us. And as soon as your special teams coordinator has to fix his mental issues, which is what basically came out. Oh, we're just going to make him the special teams coordinator. Will Muschamp, I hope he gets the clap. I hope he gets the crabs and his arms are too short to scratch.
Oh, you talking about Cochran that came from us.
I don't give a fuck who it is, whoever it is. He had to leave the Georgia program. Now
because
Will
of
Muschamp,
mental issues. Yeah, that was Cochran. That was our strength and conditioning coach.
Well, fuck him and the horse he rode in on.
Well, look, guys, I'm gonna get off so I can let a Texas fan call in so y'all can grill him about that Kansas loss. Y'all have a good one. Roll Tide off a cliff.
Roll Tide.
What, you guys looking for me to say something else? I mean, I can rip fucking.
I mean, you're on a Georgia roll, so we're just keeping on with you.
Fuck them. Fucking, I think Kirby Smart and fucking Will Muschamp scissor. Do you know what scissor is? We've talked about that before, haven't we? Yeah, exactly. I think they scissor each other. I think they sit around with a fucking big bowl of sausage gravy and smear it all over each other.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I think they do. Fuck both of them. If they walked into my house right now like they were going to fight me, I'd piss on them. Fuck those guys. Can't stand fucking either one of them. Look, and I have this mentality too when it comes to Muschamp. Muschamp put our state back. He fucked our entire state up with the way that he left the South Carolina program.
That's true.
So my entire state is fucked up with all of that. And it fucks with the Clemson schedule too, because we have to play those motherfuckers, even though in all actuality, it's closer to Athens from Clemson than it is from Clemson to Columbia.
But Muschamp was he was a hell of a defensive coordinator. He was a great defensive coordinator.
They didn't hire him to coach defense at South Carolina. They hired him to run the fucking program, and he ran it.
Yeah, he sucked ass at that.
They lost to fucking App State, and they had Eli Drinkowitz laughing at them. Eli Drinkowitz said, "Hey, can you imagine if I had the money Will Muschamp has to run his program, if what I could do here at App State?" Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Eli Drinkowitz said it, and he's right. He's absolutely right. By the way, have you ever looked at Eli Drinkowitz? Kale made a good point about him earlier. He looks like a fat Jeffrey Dahmer. Seriously, if you look at Eli Drinkowitz, he looks like a fat, like add 80 pounds to Jeffrey Dahmer. That's who he looks like. He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer.
So, Average Dave, you're an LSU fan. In your opinion, who would you like to see the coach to take y'all's?
Why don't you hold your dicks for a minute? We'll be done here in a second.
I don't have a preference. I know that that's not an answer anybody's looking for, but I don't have a candidate that I'm just like, that's the guy.
I gotta go let my dog in. Y'all talk.
I mean, there are a couple of guys that I like that are coaching other programs like PJ Fleck at Minnesota. I don't hate Lincoln Riley as a candidate. Billy Napier probably wouldn't be a bad hire. It just depends.
I honestly, God, I think they should have given just one more, just another year.
No,
I mean, I know y'all got the Title IX and all, but I mean, y'all are what, 2 years past the national championship.
And we're sub 500.
Instead of give him another year, just give him one more year.
Sub 500 2 years later isn't going to cut it.
I agree with that too, but I mean,
a lot of people are talking about Dave Aranda as a possibility. I don't necessarily hate that either.
Aranda was, I mean, yeah, isn't he with the? Is he with the Panthers? I went to the Panthers.
Baylor.
That's Baylor. Okay. Then Joe Brady was with the Panthers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Dave Aranda. I mean, look at that 19 LSU team. I mean, that is it still pisses me off to this, but that was the best team in college football. I mean, that for I don't know how many years. I mean, you'll never see another 19 LSU team from. I can't think of one.
I wouldn't say never, because I like that old adage that records are made to be broken, but it was certainly fun to watch as an LSU fan.
I just can't think of anybody that would be just to take the place of Ogeron right now. I mean, I mean,
there are names. There are good names out there. PJ Fleck is a good name. Lincoln Riley is a good name. James Franklin's a good name. Mel Tucker's a good name.
But can you see any of them? Franklin, he's Penn State. He's not going anywhere. Tucker, he just got that from Michigan State raised. The name I keep
Kirby
hearing.
Smart squats to pee, by the way. I think Kirby Smart legitimately squats to pee. I believe that.
He sits down on the toilet.
Absolutely does. His vagina is so messed up, he has to use 2 tampons and a pad when his period comes around. Fuck Kirby Smart.
You're saying he has a heavy flow.
Exactly. They don't make tampons big enough for that fucker. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
How's it going, fellas?
What's going
Hello.
on, Brandon?
I could tell you who I don't want. I don't want Steve Sarkisian.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Fuck that guy too. Hey,
Damn
you know
it.
what? I heard there's a story out there that certain fan bases were sending him cases of whiskey. I hope that's true. That's some funny shit. That's
well.
Nick
I'll
can
tell
only
you
do
what,
so much with them. Nick can only do so much with them. When he leaves Nick, he's on his own. That's all I can say.
let our caller
Oh,
talk,
God.
Fuckstick.
I forgot Fuckstick was on the fucking co-host thing now.
I
Usually
sent you a
just have to go
link.
with him
I
comments.
sent you
Now
a
I gotta
link.
hear
God
that.
damn it! It's in the damn fact room. You could show up too. Who gives a
That's
shit?
right.
Out there for you.
Yeah,
you could
that's a
show
valid
up.
point.
So don't
Well, I was a
don't get
little
pissed
late to
off
the
because
party
he showed
today.
up. Fucking. And you
I was
didn't.
late to the party.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Dave! What the fuck, man?
My kid started wrestling. He had to meet tonight.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good. So, Dave, I heard you talking about Lincoln
Hold on,
Riley.
just for a
Do you
second.
really
I've
want
got to share this with the group here. I'm drinking a Bud Light lemonade. Yes, I have a penis, but I'm drinking a Bud Light lemonade. I don't know why. I ran out of beer, and apparently I had one of these, and I'm like, fuck.
Is it good though?
Is it a seltzer?
I don't know. It says Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade.
But is it good?
5% alcohol, but I don't fucking know. I've never drank one of these things, motherfucker.
So you haven't taken a sip yet?
Brown. No, I'm just telling everybody I'm drinking it.
Take a sip.
That way you can mock me for being a pussy. You can call me Kirby Smart. Let's see how this thing tastes.
Are you not? You're not going to be like that Tennessee fan sharing the Bud Light with somebody else, right?
Yeah, that pick was great, by the way. Mishi says, "What the fuck?" I love Mishi. Should I just go and get my whiskey, Mishi? Yeah, I might have to do that. Let's see how this tastes. Hold on, we'll do the taste test. Fuck you for going to get an actual beer. You can eat a dick there, Dave.
Well, I missed the first half of the show, so I'm pretty sure you already roasted Texas. So I missed
we
that.
didn't.
We did not. We waited for you.
We haven't talked about Texas. They're irrelevant. So.
Yeah, no shit. I think we're. What is it? I think we need to be a fucking G5 team from now on, just in order to win games. I don't even think we'll win games versus G5 teams.
Well, you
gotta give Sark. Give Sark some time. Give him. Let him get him some recruits in there. Y'all are bashing Sark. He learned from Saban. Give him a little time. Come on now. This is his first year.
Don't get me wrong. He did. Anybody could do good with that offense, though. I mean, his past, as a head coach has not been very well. I think his past altogether as a head coach has been like he's like a little over 500 as a head coach.
Yeah, his head coaching is not good. I think he was with the Falcons or something like that.
Terrible.
He was terrible. Yeah.
I want to get the whiskey.
Yeah.
He said it.
Hey, that might be what it's terrible. You might need a couple of shots or something before a fucking game.
But Saban put him under his wing. Saban tried to teach him. Honest to God, I think Sark has some potential. Let him get. I mean, this year's. Hell, Saban's first year at Bama, he was a shithole. I mean, we lost to Louisiana Monroe or some shit like that. Our first.
That's exactly who you lost to.
All right.
The whiskey.
Dave
the
remembers.
Whiskey choice is Town Branch.
The only reason why I can tell you who Nick Saban lost to his first year at Alabama was because Alabama fans gave Ed O a bunch of shit for losing to Troy.
Yeah.
Who was 11-1 that year, and Saban lost to Louisiana Monroe his first year, and they were not 11-1.
So,
spoiler alert.
I drink pretty good whiskey. This has got like this is actually really good stuff here, but this has like, fuck man, it's got the damn fuck won't it open? God damn it! There it goes. It's got actual glass top. So
Oh, nice.
Raw's bougie.
Lexington, Kentucky. So up there where you're at, Mishi.
That's where Michigan
But
is.
I'm gonna do my impression of an Alabama fan because fuck a glass. You don't need that shit in Alabama. It came with its own fucking glass. Fuck you, right?
I remember the first time I was on the show. Everybody was drinking, and I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't realize we were drinking on air." So I went and started looking around. The only thing I had in the house was Crown Apple, so I'm here hitting Crown Apple straight. And they're like, "Christ, Penn, what the fuck?"
Hey, I just did a shot of this town branch, so there you go. I'll be fucked up and stupid here in a moment. I can already tell because I drank that fucking whatever that fucking frozen cum that I had a minute ago. Jesus Christ! Buy that shit.
Your seltzer.
Fucking
What,
frozen
you didn't like
cum.
the seltzer, Rob?
No, it's fucking. Look, if you order a seltzer, like when I used to bartend, right? If you order a seltzer, that means to me that I get to jump up on the bar and whatever comes out of my mule is what you drink. That's the way that shit works. So, yeah, Mishi bartend, she gets it.
That's the same way I used to feel about guys that would go to a bar and order a Zima. I was like, I just need to slap you in the face with my cock.
If you order a Zima, somebody said, I don't know who that Facebook user is, but yeah, you may be right. Clemson has made me drink more. I'll give you that. But yeah, it's kind of funny because the more of this I drink, I'll have
lately,
well, and like people give Clemson shit. Clemson lost to 3 top 25 teams. They lost to the number 1 team in the country. They didn't give up a touchdown to them. They lost to North Carolina State, who has a top 15 defense, and they lost to Pittsburgh, who has a Heisman Trophy potential in quarterbacks. So yeah, I mean we're a fucking shithole. Yeah, that's what we are. Look, you know what? I'm gonna put this prediction out on this show because you guys are special to me.
I appreciate you.
Are. The rest of y'all can go fuck yourselves. But the one that's special to me, I'm gonna put this out there. Clemson will not lose another game this season. Write it down.
I'm picking weight.
Well, of course you are, because you're a fucking idiot.
So, you don't think?
No.
I don't know. Beamer's out to get y'all. I don't know. Beamer might get y'all, Rob.
Fuckstick, you say one more dumb thing, I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna treat you like a fucking Texas fan.
I'm not saying. Shane Beamer has gone.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I've not got muted once. Every time I've called into the show.
I don't think that because I don't think you're a Texas fan. I think you're a fan of I think you're a fan of somebody else. I don't think you're a true Texas fan.
Shane Beamer says,
"Oh no, I am a true Texas fan. I'm just realistic."
You didn't get upset when I literally said your team runs out of a fucking uterus every game to play at home. That didn't bother you.
Yeah, because like I said, who doesn't like a good uterus?
That's true.
I use the shit out of a uterus anytime I get an opportunity.
Can anybody tell me who that Facebook user is over there? Anybody look
I use the shit out of
Facebook feed? Hold on, I gotta fucking see who this fucking is. Now I'm fucking. God damn it! See here, this is what happened. I gotta fucking. Hold on. Damn it! All right, there we go. Oh, it's Charlie. Charlie, bless your heart, buddy. You're a Georgia fan, right? Bless your heart with your Georgia team, man. It just says Facebook user Charlie. Charlie's actually a good guy, but bless his heart. Bless his heart, Charlie. You just sit over there with your Georgia folks, man. You guys are the favorite to win the national title. So you guys do that. Oh, Charlie's a Gamecock fan.
Tennessee there for a little bit.
Oh, I thought Charlie. I'm not being disrespectful, but I honestly thought that you were a Georgia fan. I apologize, Charlie. Yeah, no, South Carolina's not beating Clemson, sir. I'm sorry, that's not happening. Jason Brown is fucking terrible. He is terrible. I do think Shane Beamer's going to get him right down there because he's that new age coach and he's He's recruiting really well, but they're not getting Clemson this year.
You
Your
don't
best
think so?
opportunity to get Clemson. No, they're not beating Clemson this year. Come on, man. Did you hear what I just said earlier? I said Clemson's not losing another game this fucking year. They're going to beat the shit out of Wake. They're going to beat the shit out of South Carolina. I think they're going to the ACC championship game. You know, it was thought that they were out of the ACC championship race, right? Here's all Clemson has to happen for Clemson. Clemson has to beat Wake Forest this weekend. Then Wake Forest has to lose to Boston College next weekend. Now, I know you're thinking, Boston College. Boston College has a top 20, top 30 defense, and they got Phil Dracovic back, the young man that can throw the ball all over the fucking field, and they have to go to Boston College. Boston College can get them. NC State has to lose one of their games to Syracuse or North Carolina. I don't think they're beating North Carolina. I think Clemson beats Wake, Boston College beats Wake, and NC State loses to North Carolina. Clemson will be in Charlotte. There you go.
That's a bold prediction right there.
It's not really that bold. It's really not.
It's doable.
I mean, it can be
not,
done.
It's not that far-fetched. It's really not. Wake Forest gave up, 56 points to Army? They're not a very good defense. So, yes, you're right, Charlie. South Carolina does have a top 30 defense, but South Carolina has a horrible offensive line. I mean, Mizzou had like the number 126 rush defense in the country, and they held South Carolina to 57 yards. So, where do we go from here? It's like you're sitting around like, what do I do with this? By the way, hey, I was watching something last night. I was watching Michael Che's new comedy special on Netflix. He had the greatest joke ever. He said, "You ever look at a homeless guy that has a bigger dick than you and you don't really feel sorry for him?" You really stop and think about that for a moment. It's like, he's homeless.
Damn.
But he's carrying around a fucking baby's arm holding an apple. I don't really feel bad for him anymore. That's the best line joke I've ever heard. I gotta give Michael Che credit for that. You ever look at a homeless guy who has a huge dick and think, I don't really feel that bad for him? Holy shit. That's some funny shit right there. Now Charlie's being disrespectful to Dabo Sweeney. You should be careful, sir.
Well, I mean, I don't know. So how long? Okay, so theoretically, y'all get to the championship, right?
Yeah.
The conference championship, you win it. So where do y'all go from there? If y'all have the same season next year,
probably. Oh, we're not gonna have the same season next year. Clemson will. The teams that beat Clemson this year are full of super seniors. That's real.
True.
Clemson on senior day this year will not start one player on offense that's a senior. They don't have any. That's just as real as we can get. On senior day, they don't have a starter to start on offense because of injuries or the fact that they just don't have them. So Clemson's playing a bunch of young guys, and they're still going to be great. Next season, those guys will be sophomores and juniors. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. So I don't like to be the wait till next year guy because I still think they can win the conference title this year. They can keep the Palmetto Bowl trophy, and then they can hopefully, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of people talking about Kentucky fans have been running their mouth about, we want to play Clemson. They want to play Clemson in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Get your fucking ass out of here with that nonsense. You lost your goddamn mind. Kentucky can't beat
at least y'all
barely
go to the bowl
beat
game.
fucking barely beat you the team from the SoCon, UT Chattanooga, but you want Clemson now. Get the fuck out of here. Cheers.
So what do y'all think about Oklahoma? Since I'm a Texas fan, I like talking shit about Oklahoma.
They're overrated.
I mean, I think just about every college football team not named Georgia is overrated this year.
Well, I think Oklahoma State beats them because they play at Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State wins out. Baylor wins out from this point, And then obviously this next weekend Oklahoma's gonna beat Iowa State, or they might not.
Yeah.
I mean, Iowa State, they're not bad. So I don't even think they're gonna make a conference championship.
They might not. I'm not really an Oklahoma guy, so I like Oklahoma State. I think Iowa State. I like Matt Campbell. Why hasn't someone from LSU been thinking, you know what? Why don't we go and get Dave Clawson? Why don't we go and get fucking Matt Campbell from Oklahoma State? Why don't we go and get one of those guys? Or go get the fucking mullet from Oklahoma State too. Or yeah, what Gundy?
I
Go
don't
get
think
him.
he's not gonna leave though. You know how long he's been there? He's not going nowhere.
Fucking who gives a shit? I'd at least try. Shit.
Go after Jamie Chadwell. I mean,
I think
Coach of the year, baby.
Oh yeah, he's coach of the year.
eating
No,
that
I think
one, but
Jamie
anyway.
Chadwell is a hell of a coach. I think South Carolina should have looked at him as a guy that they should go after is Jamie Chadwell last season, but they went with Shane Beamer. Yeah, I don't know why. And Dave Clawson at Wake Forest, that they really should have went after him too.
Well, the Virginia. Hey, Rob, let me ask you this: the Virginia Tech job is open. Do you think Beamer takes a shot? Shane?
No, he said in his press conference. I was at the press conference the other day, and he said, "Yeah, I'm not going." He point blank said, "Yeah, I'm not going."
Okay, that was my first thought when I heard
Charlie. I don't understand why all Gamecock fans don't like Coastal Carolina. Jamie Chadwell went down there and made him a winning program. What's the big deal? I don't get it. I mean,
I'm not real fond of him, but
well, it's fine. It's because
yeah, because
he should hire Chadwell.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know if Charlie knows this or not, but the offensive coordinator, you know who the offensive coordinator is for Coastal Carolina? Charlie will get a kick out of this. It's Willie Korn, the former all-world Clemson recruit that ended up being worthless. Fuck me. But no, Willie Korn is their offensive coordinator. He's pretty impressive. So, well, as far as Texas goes, you guys play West Virginia this weekend. Are y'all going to go up there and shit the bed, or are y'all going to fucking lose? Oh, there's another. Another one that's a different Facebook user. Who's that? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't. I mean, with how
it's
they've been
Buck
playing
Thompson.
like shit, even at home, they're not going to win.
Yes, you can call in.
Yeah. Well, as soon as he finishes up his call here, buddy, you can call in. But are you predicting a loss for your Longhorns, right? No, are you predicting a loss or not? All right. Well,
yeah. For
sorry that Kansas raped you at home in your uterus. Thanks for calling the show.
I wouldn't necessarily say raped, but yes, they did win.
I'm calling it a rapist. Oh, he's a Texas fan. Another Texas fan. Fuck me.
Hey,
anyway, thank you.
Texas is back, baby.
Hey, look, see, so I'm realistic, so we'll see how he is. I don't know if he's going to be realistic or not. So if you mute him, he's not a real Texas fan. I am.
Fuck, sorry.
Y'all got to give Sark some credit now. Give Sark a little bit of
hold on.
credit.
I appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
See you, Brandon.
Right.
Now that he's off the phone, Mr. Fuck Sark over there, feel free to call. We'll bring you into the program. Let me get another shot of whiskey. 3 shots in 5 minutes. Why not? Fuck it. Right?
We're all waiting.
That's what we're waiting on.
All right, there's the phone number, 803-470. Calling in, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Welcome into the program, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Rob. It's Charlie.
Oh, hey, Charlie. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Dude, we're Facebook friends. How the hell do you think I was a damn Georgia fan?
I completely apologize. I got
damn Facebook friends.
No, sir. Let me just tell you. I pissed off. let me tell you what happened. Okay. You've heard of Uncle Lou, right?
Oh yeah.
On YouTube, I pissed off Uncle Lou, and so now he has all these Georgia fans that are peppering me all the time with stuff because I said Kirby Smart's not a top 25 head coach, so they're all livid about that. So I'm like,
funny
look,
you mentioned him. I used to see his stuff on Facebook all the time and watch it. I haven't seen anything from him all year, which is crazy as good as they're doing.
Well, he likes to run his mouth about me, and he said some pretty hateful stuff about me. And then I found out a lot about him because there's just things that are out there about him that are just insane. It's things that he's done and stuff like that. But he wants to run his mouth at me, so whatever. We don't like. I used to watch some of his shows, and then I'm like, Jesus, this is the same shit over and over again. It's like, how much Kirby Smart dick can we suck in a half hour? Just
Dude,
can't do all that.
He hates Clemson. He hates South Carolina. I mean, he just, I don't know. That dude was down here. Going back, I live in Conway. So,
okay.
I knew who the offensive coordinator is for Coastal. Matter of fact, last night, my 11-year-old son was in the second round playoffs in like rec ball, and we played in Florence. And one of the coaches' kids was on our team. So we were talking about the quarterback being hurt at Coastal and how it's killed him and all that stuff. But I know Willie Corn. Yeah, Willie Corn's a great guy, man. I mean, you got to think though, he got his shoulder hurt against Georgia Tech. Remember, he tore up his shoulder. He was trying to throw the ball, and the guy hit his arm while he was going through his throw motion and destroyed his shoulder. So
yeah, I remember that.
You never really know what that guy could have been.
He ended up going to I think it was North Greenville and playing, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I mean, he just
his shoulder was never the same.
Right, but he was supposed to be like the all-world quarterback at Clemson, and it just didn't come through. I mean, this guy was like talked about like,
he was a product of Burns. Burns had that system going, you know what I mean? He was a 5-star out of Burns.
Well, but Burns put together some good players. I mean, Marcus Lattimore was from Burns, if I remember correctly. And he went to Burns, didn't he? Yeah.
As far as quarterback, they didn't really ever. They had one other quarterback who went to Appalachian State and did pretty well, but other than quarterback, they didn't really. I always thought he was overrated because the guy's only like 6 foot tall. When you get in that kind of college ball and all your linemen are 6'5", I mean, you're gonna be hitting them in the back of the helmets or looking for a lane to throw the ball, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not a Georgia fan. I'm a Carolina fan. And
yeah,
you're right.
and I know that, and I just remember that. It's just that I've had a lot of Georgia fans peppering me lately, so that's kind of the way that it is.
Here's the thing I don't understand about South Carolina right now. You have 4 of the returning linemen out of 5 from last year, and you get the leading rusher. Now, Kevin Harris has not been healthy all year. He's finally starting to get back. But I'm telling you what, man, we got 3 other running backs who are really, really good. I think it's more this offensive line coach, his blocking scheme. Like, I was listening to the game the other night. I like to listen to the radio, and then if something good happens, I'll run in the house and watch it on TV.
Oh, yeah.
And they had Jamar Nesbitt. He was one of our best linemen ever played. I was listening to the game the other night. I like to listen.
Yeah.
And he was talking. He said, look, we're trying to do these complicated blocking schemes, slant, and all this. He said, we just need to, that's my man, and go. You know what I mean? Block them and just push them and go. And I don't know why it's taking this long. I'll be honest with you. People are getting on to the offensive coordinator. I said, but you know what? It doesn't matter who's your running back, who's your quarterback. If your line can't block, they're going to look pedestrian. You know what I mean?
I'm completely with you on that. And I do pre and post game for the Gamecocks cover. I've covered them for 18 years now, but in my opinion, for South Carolina to be successful with what they've got there, they should literally have 5 plays that are running plays and just have those 5 plays and make them, where you can just run those plays and simplify it to, look, you just hit this guy and that's it. And make those plays really good, because I guarantee you, if they were a little more simpler against Kentucky, they would have beaten Kentucky. I believe
we
that.
lost 16-10. I mean,
if they would have ran the ball more against Mizzou was like 123 in the country against the run, and they're just like, oh fuck it, we're not going to run. It was just insane.
Mizzou did, though, Mizzou had the same game plan against us as they did Georgia. Stack the box, blitz, and make your quarterback beat you, and he didn't have enough time to even get the ball off.
Yeah. they're not able to protect anybody that's back there. I mean, every quarterback that's played has just been getting hit.
Slant blocks and all this. I'd just be like, that's my man, that's your man. Let's just go. You know what I mean? I mean, we got the running backs. You just got to give them some space to run in.
Right.
You got to remember though, when Beamer took over, he had Bobo, and he had that other offensive line coach that they brought
Will
in
Hand.
from Tennessee.
Will Hand.
I don't know. They're both at Auburn now, and they left.
Fuck Auburn.
Oh, I know, but they left him like cold dry. I mean, he was trying to put together a coaching staff last minute, and then when those two guys left, I mean, he had to scramble just to find somebody. I would say at this point, I would get rid of the offensive line coach tomorrow. I would keep the offensive coordinator because, I mean, you can't really judge him off of what they've done because, I mean, they haven't had time to do anything. I looked up, and that guy who's offensive line coach, he has been at like 12 different colleges, and the stats on their run game for his career are like 2.5 yards per carry or something. It was like really bad. You know,
well, in Shane Beamer's defense, he had to just get a coach because the other coach leaving kind of fucked him. He just had to just get a coach. So it's like, you know,
just trying to throw something together, but
yeah,
he's also got to understand that he got the opportunity of a lifetime to be a head coach for the first time in the SEC. So you don't have any friends at this point. If they're not cutting the mustard, you got to cut them loose. And the defensive coaches have done their job. I would cut that offensive coordinator or not offensive coordinator, but offensive line coach tomorrow. I'd be like, Bo, this ain't working out. Go find you one. And I know I got a bunch of Clemson friends, and they are not happy with y'all. Caldwell, y'all. I mean, what happened?
Well, Coach Caldwell is fucking. He's going to retire. I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned that on the show or not. He's going to retire, and they're replacing him with a guy that was on the offensive line at Clemson like 10 years ago. So, yeah.
Okay,
so
that brings up a good point. I got a bunch of Clemson friends, and they are always saying, like, we got to cut out this nepotism. Like, they're saying, like, Dabo's wanting to hire former players. He's wanting to hire or recruit, like, or give scholarships to coaches' kids or former players' kids and all that. And a lot of them are saying, like, C.J. Spiller shouldn't be the running backs coach.
Yeah, that's valid.
And
that's
they're
valid.
all saying this nepotism he's doing is killing the program. And the second thing that's killing Clemson right now is his inability to take advantage of the transfer portal. You got so many kids transferring from Clemson to other programs, and he can go out there and get a guy who's a starter in another program and plug them in. But he's like, I'm not going to do that. So they're like, if he don't get on board with that, we're screwed. Because I tell you one thing about Spurrier. When Spurrier came here, it took him years and years to get us to win 11 games. But as soon as he lost a couple coaches and he put his son as the recruiting coordinator, dude, that program was done in like 2 or 3 years. So it don't take long to kill a program.
You know, one of the coaches that he lost was Brad Lawing, right? You know the story about Brad Lawing, right?
When he left,
Well, do you know why Brad Lawing left? Do you know why Brad Lawing left?
Yeah, because he had women on recruiting visits with him.
No, Brad Lawing left because
I heard he was cheating on his wife and taking like his mistresses on recruiting visits on their
time.
But
he was fucking Lorenzo Ward's wife.
Oh damn!
Not heard that. Serious?
That's the absolute truth. He was fucking Lorenzo Ward's wife.
Ward, who couldn't even complete a sentence, like he'd be like doing a press conference. You're like, can I get an interpreter over here? And then
I'm just telling you that's what I've got several people who have told me that, and he was fucking Lorenzo Ward's wife, and he basically had to get out because Ellis Johnson left the program to go coach at Southern Miss. Lorenzo Ward made defensive coordinator. Oh yeah, absolutely. Then Lorenzo Ward was made the DC, and they found out he was fucking his wife and he had to take a job at Florida. And it pissed Spurrier off because Lawing was the guy that got Clowney to come to school there and all of that shit. Yeah. So he lost one of his best recruiters and it pissed Spurrier off. And he's like, yeah, he went down there, it's a lateral move down there. I mean, Spurrier was pissed, but he already named Lorenzo Ward as fucking defensive coordinator. So
yeah,
there's that.
Losing the defense coordinator, Brad Long, and then you got to remember do you remember who our recruiting coordinator was back then when we were getting all Alshon Jeffrey and Lattimore and all them? Shake Beamer. He was our recruiting coordinator.
Yeah,
and then he went to Virginia Tech with his dad, and he promoted Junior, his son, up. And that dude didn't go more than 60 miles outside of Columbia for recruiting because he had like 8 kids. My dad would always joke. So I said, all he's doing is staying home fucking his wife because they got 8 kids. You know what I mean?
Fuck your wife. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
I know, but you see what I'm saying? But it was a.
Well, there was other things too, like Nick Chubb came on campus and wanted to go to South Carolina, but Spurrier wasn't on. Like they made arrangements for him to come there, and Spurrier didn't even show up. Fuck it, I missed it. Fuck it.
Oh, I know.
I mean, there's lots of stories like that. So
it doesn't take long. It takes a long time to build a program up, but it don't take long to kill it. And if Dabo doesn't get on board with this transfer portal, and I don't like the transfer portal, but I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. But if he keeps his hard head up with that, it's going to kill him. I promise you, it's going to hurt him.
All right,
because
Charlie,
there's only one football.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Everything you said has been correct. I wish that you were a Clemson fan so we can get along next week, but fuck your team next week.
But I'll call back next week.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, thanks a lot. There's been some let's see here. There is Bucky Thompson is on Facebook, and he's been basically saying things like he's gonna laugh when South Carolina beats Clemson. Kirby Smart is triple the coach that Dabo is. Sir,
What?
please call the program. Please call the program. I would love to hear that.
Please do.
That would please call the program. There's the number on the bottom.
Kirby Smart is twice the coach of Dabo?
Triple.
Oh, excuse
Triple.
me.
3 times.
Triple coach.
What? 3 times.
So please call the show.
How many more NCAA championships does Kirby Smart have than Dabo?
Yeah.
Dabo
Sweeney sits and laughs.
Saving his ass.
Yeah, Dabo Sweeney sits with his 2 national titles and laughs. But please call the program.
As much as I hate to say it, Dabo handed Saban his ass the last time we played Clemson. So there's that.
Do you need to go? Do you need to move over towards the window so you can get closer to the McDonald's? What the fuck is going on there? Dabo has a period. Okay. But Bucky, if you have something viable you'd like to bring to the program, there's the phone number. If you're just gonna
Dabo does have a period.
Yeah. Sure.
2 national championships.
Yeah, he does.
Period.
He got a period of national championships.
2 national titles. So how's that
working
working out for
one
you?
of the best coaches, one of the best coach.
You know who else has a period? Kirby Smart. 0 national championships. Period.
Fuck Kirby Smart. He says that's an ugly bastard on the bottom. Oh my god.
He said that earlier. Who's that ugly son of a bitch on the bottom?
Okay.
And I busted out laughing.
God damn.
You don't get no love, Chucky.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Let me fucking drink another shot of this whiskey here. About half silly.
The more Rob drinks, the better Chucky looks.
I will find you and I will hunt you down. I will kill you tomorrow.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm just talking. You said I'm an ugly son of a bitch. Well, this ugly son of a bitch will hunt you down and I will kill you.
You ain't gonna kill anybody. You simpleton. You're not killing anybody. Out of all of us in the group that's in our little fucking group there, I think the only one who actually might kill somebody is motherfucking Moose. Isn't there anymore. I think Moose would kill somebody, but Mishi would kill somebody.
I was on his hit list. I was on Moose's hit list.
You said a lot of dope shit to him. He wants to know if Chucky is gay. I do not know if Chucky sucks penis or not. That's up to Chucky. We don't ask, we don't tell here. It's like
it depends on the price of crack.
Hey, inflation's going up these days.
Nice response, Chucky. Way to roll.
Depends.
Yeah.
Bill's got to get
Brandon
paid
said
somehow.
that's
Though.
Andre's fake profile. Fuck me. It's his fake profile. Okay. Andre has a fake profile. Okay. Anyway.
Damn, Dre, you got a
Do you
fake
want to pick
profile.
games? Dave, you want to pick games so I can go
Let's
to
pick
bed?
games, buddy.
Let's do it to it.
Have it up.
I'm gonna take another shot here while we do this.
Rob is having the time of his life.
First game up is Arkansas at Alabama.
I got to go with Bama on that one. What's the spread?
Bama minus 22.5.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness. That's tough.
Bama wins on Senior Day by
I got to
30.
go with Bama. I got to go with Bama.
I'm going to take Bama, but Bama beating by LSU. Bama beating LSU by 6 points gave me cause for concern.
Yeah, it did me too. I'm still shooken up by that, but I got to take Bama. I got to go with Bama.
Michigan State at Ohio State, the Ohio State. Ohio State is minus 18.
I got to go with OU.
I'm going to take State in the
Ohio
points.
State.
I'm taking Michigan State in the points.
Do I get to pick?
You get to
go
pick.
ahead, Rob.
I got Michigan State, and I'll take the points.
You are on the marquee, buddy. You get to pick. Next
there you
game
go.
is Oregon at Utah. Utah minus 2.5.
The Utes.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Give me Utah to get the win.
I like Utah.
Plus 5.
I'm going to take Oregon.
Cristobal, I don't know. He's kind of teetering. I got to go with the Utes there, getting the points.
All right, so Rob for the Utes, Chucky for the Utes, me for the Ducks. Next game is SMU at Cincy. Cincinnati is minus 15.
I like SMU.
Give me SMU. I got SMU to cover.
I'm also taking SMU to cover.
Good.
Next game up is the Bruins at the Trojans. The Bruins are minus 3.
Chip Kelly breaks a dick off. Go.
Taking the Bruins also.
I like USC.
This one kind of surprised me. Baylor at Kansas State. Baylor is plus 2. Kansas State is favored in that.
Bears. Give me the Bears. Fuck it.
The Bears. Yeah, I like Baylor.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Next game is Texas at West Virginia.
Oh, God damn.
West Virginia's minus 1.
Texas is minus 1?
No, West Virginia is minus 1.
I got to go with West
Give me
Virginia.
the couch burners. Give me the couch burners.
I'm also taking the sackers of sofas, West Virginia.
Mountaineers.
Minus 1. UMass at Army. Army is minus 36.
Jesus Christ.
Give me Army. Fuck UMass. Give me Army.
I'm in the Army and I'm still taking UMass. That's a lot of fucking points.
I got to go with UMass there, getting the 36.
UMass is fucking terrible. They lost to a directional school from Illinois by 30 earlier this season. Army is going to butt fuck them. But go ahead.
All right, but still, I'm taking the points. That's a lot of points. Florida at Mizzou. Florida minus 10.
Well,
give me Mizzou to win outright. Mizzou with fucking the Jeffrey Dahmer wins outright.
Florida's pumped up. They had that close call at Sanford.
Bro,
Mullen's
they
fired
partied
up,
after they beat Samford.
I mean, Mullen's fired up. He's ready to go. I got to go with Florida.
I'm going to take Mizzou in the points with Rob. I'm going to agree with Rob.
I'm taking Mizzou. Mizzou wins outright in Como, motherfuckers.
So here's where Rob and I will disagree. Wake Forest at Clemson. Clemson is minus 4. I'm taking the points.
I like Wake.
Well, I mean, I'm not judging you two. I mean, you obviously like to suck penis too. So give me Clemson. What's next?
Sorry, I had to take a hit.
What was the Kale Hall special this week?
The Kale Hall special was UMass and Army.
UMass and Army.
Mm-hmm.
The last game on the slate is Auburn at South Carolina. Auburn minus 10.
I like South
Hold
Carolina.
on, I got it. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Is it gonna play? Oh god damn it! I had a soundbite for that. Hold on. Go ahead and do your pick, Chucky, while I get my soundbite right.
I like South Carolina.
Of course you do. Fucking cunt. Who
Drink
do
your
you
whiskey,
like, Dave?
I am taking not South Carolina.
Not South Carolina.
God damn it.
No
Fucking-
faith in the Gamecocks.
Yeah. Hold on, I've got mine. Hold on, wait for it. Where is it? Oh, come on. I've got the soundbite for this. I haven't played it on this show yet. Old school people will know this soundbite because it's actually like old school college football. If you listen to the radio when you were a kid. Where is it? God damn it. Come on. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. So here's my pick.
Loser, South Carolina. Loser, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Leonard's
Leonard's
loser.
Losers. Yeah.
Leonard's loser. South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina, the Fighting Chicken's gonna get their dick kicked in South
My
Carolina this
grandfather
weekend.
listened to that.
As
Leonard's
Auburn
loser.
whips that ass. Fuck South Carolina.
So Rob
That
is
dude
with.
in the bottom sounds dumb. What? What did you say?
So Rob's taking Auburn. I'm taking Auburn. Chucky is taking South Carolina.
I like the Gamecocks. Beamer ball.
We're a long way from true Beamer ball here. He needs some time.
He needs some fucking players.
Gamecock fans just need to be patient. They need to give this guy some time to build the program.
Yeah. How old? Hold on. I gotta look up something really quick here before we sign off. I don't know. Like, hold on. Let's see here. I'm trying to find out. Like, yeah, here we go. Shane Beamer. Where the fuck is the goddamn thing for Shane Beamer? Okay. Yeah, he's 44. It's like he's young.
Yeah.
He'd be good. No, he's 44. So, all right. Well, there you go. This might be the longest CSF late nights in history.
We went on for a while.
Motherfucker. I mean, I spent like 18 minutes bitching about Kirby Smart. He looks like fucking Mo from the damn Three Stooges with AIDS. Fuck that guy.
Andre spent like 20 minutes sucking Billy Napier's dick.
Well, that's every week. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Andre, you know what? I'm gonna pray for Andre. I really am, because if they hire Billy Napier, it's gonna work out two ways for me. No one is going to go into LSU and win at the level that LSU fans want them to win, which is fucking goddamn. We need Burrow every year. That's how a lot of the fan base thinks. But I hope that Billy Napier goes there, because when he fails, then we can laugh at Andre down the line. But it gets even better. If they don't fucking hire him, then we can still laugh at Andre and be like, go over to Louisiana and watch your boyfriend play over there, motherfucker. That's what you need to do. Fuck off, Andre. Your boyfriend doesn't get to go to LSU. He's a fucking failure. Fuck him too. All right,
Yes!
good to everybody this evening.
Fuck you too.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, fuck Stick. Fuck you. Fuck your team. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say fuck LSU because they pretty much fuck themselves.
Yes.
I mean, they're literally fucked themselves. It's actually kind of funny.
They went and got that double-sided dong.
Who does Alabama play this weekend? They got Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I've been to a game at Arkansas. Have you ever been to a game at Arkansas? I think I talked about that, right? About how I dated a girl and we went to games down there. Like when they do the whole Woo Pig Suey thing down there, it's actually kind of cool. I mean, I won't do it because fuck them, but you know, I went and like she's like, I bought you an Arkansas pullover, and I'm like, I'm not wearing that fucking shit. Fuck your mom. I'm not doing that shit.
Fuck your mom.
So Yeah, I'm not. That's what I told her. Fuck your mom. I'm not wearing that shit. She was mad as fuck. But I went to the game with her, but I just wore. I think I wore like a fucking Coast Guard T-shirt and fuck all that. But she wasn't too mad. Like we fucked before we went, and then we fucked at halftime, and then went back and watched the rest of the game. So she wasn't too fucking mad at me.
We fucked before
Oh,
the
that
game.
shit
We
was-
fucked at halftime. Damn, Rob.
like her dorm room was like a half block from the stadium down there, down in Fayetteville. So you could leave at the half. So like, of course we fucked before we went, and then fucking we left at the half. She's like, let's go back to the room and get a drink. Well, we got a drink and then played boyfriend, girlfriend games and went back and watched the rest of the game. That's what you fucking do when you're young. Now it's like, fuck, I just want to go to bed. Too tired for all that shit. All right, well, I think we're done. Unless
all right,
I don't
have fun, guys. See y'all later.
Bye, fuck stick. Fuck stick.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all. There we go.